If you want to support MeMo, it's like when you go to those soccer matches in the World Cup. You know, you wear the shirt of your country, wear the shirt of your team. Throw orange on your name if you want to support Hee Haw.
Yeah.
Green on your name if you want to support MeMo. Shout, support your team in this chat. Make it all happen. But, okay, about the pause.
Yeah, at 20 seconds, for sure. Alright, so we are actually in the second game of bracket P of the semifinals, and the team Hey Ha Nonstop, I'm not gonna do it like you, Steve. Team Hey Ha Nonstop has decided to counterpick Rath. Okay, Rath is very interesting. It's Thar without a mid plus a lockbox. So it will be Team Hey Ha Nonstop in the upper left-hand corner of the Carbon team, and that will be onlyyyphiL in the Pax Helix. Whoa, slow movement here. WakeMeUp in the Lexi Striker and RageFist, previously known as Fist, now in the Classic Helix. And their opponents, Team Memento Mori, also known as MeMo, in the bottom right-hand corner. It will be NuclearPizza in the Shark Helix, Turkleton in the Steampunk Striker, and Polarbearz also in the Steampunk Striker. They both went with Gabe Striker, which is kind of a normal, standard kind of thing. And so we will be getting this started in 3, 2, 1, go.
And very interesting, this time Turkleton is not taking his very famous saucer play, but instead is going for strikers. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the strategy of their gameplay and their entire approach might be different due to that.
Right, I mean, Striker is such a you know, a versatile mech. It can carry really well. It can dogfight amazingly. It has those the ultimate ability missiles. And so opening on Rath.
Oh my gosh. Look at how fast Polarbearz first is moving on his own. I mean, clearly have parts increasing their speed. But Polarbearz and Turkleton wasting absolutely no time to try to take out that top outpost.
Oh, and onlyyyphiL actually getting finished off by NuclearPizza, trying to harass their bottom left units because they were trying to take that close, and getting finished off himself.
And great play by NuclearPizza by not taking out onlyyyphiL, but getting control of outposts, clearing control of the neutrals, getting a kill. But at the same time now the Hee Haw realizes that, you know, okay, that didn't work. They see the green on the map for that top right position. So what do? They go for that bottom left island. The island is interesting because it is a launching platform. It has 3 sockets, but it's not connected to any land. So it's good, and it's a real annoying thing at the same time. And I don't know how you feel about this island, but I have a lot of mixed feelings about that island.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to hold and hard to move from, but, you know, the 3 sockets is... Oh, and Polarbearz and Turkleton actually both getting killed, but the green team briefly taking this outpost under the control, but Nuclear also getting finished off, so it's not going to really get that far.
Wide.
Too bad. I mean, that was really aggressive and on their side, and Turk actually bringing more creeps to try to take this outpost, and actually... Oh, I was going to say there's some kind of push, but those were creeps. I hate creeps on the minimap. I hate them.
Yeah, it looks like times I had to check myself on there, but yeah, I mean it was a great try. It was an interesting idea. Just Team Hey Ha was able to notice it and respond accordingly and work as a team, and that's really why it also works too. If only one responded, and everybody else would have been doing their own thing and not led to anything. But working as a team, they did a great job of team wiping MeMo and keeping control of that outpost.
Well, MeMo did stick their neck out a lot further than they probably would have normally under normal circumstances. They had, you know, they had a great opportunity there. They were able to neutralize it. It was not really that defended. Their timing was very, very good. You know, right when the Carbon team didn't really have that many defenses over there, but now they are going to start. Oh, and Turkleton going down. Whoa, I don't know. Every time someone dies, the camera is like, I don't like you. I'm going to go away. But anyway, actually, Hey Ha Nonstop approaching this green tank cluster pretty well, actually. Oh, never mind. A lot of stuff did get killed just now by Polarbearz' sword. And Team MeMo.
onlyyyphiL's not making it out of there either. Nope, he sure as hell goes down too.
Yep. And they are actually thinning out. The Carbon team was ahead in the unit count, but now they just got pretty much at even. Oh, and now MeMo is actually a good amount ahead at this stage of the game. Okay, now it's about even again. But, you know, they are forcing Hey Ha Nonstop to pull back. And MeMo's incredibly good. Once again, their teamwork, their leapfrogging skills. They are also really used to working together. And I know they got a lot of practice this week, this last 2 weeks or so. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming for any team to handle.
Oh, NuclearPizza barely was about to make it back, but does not make it back. But RageFist goes over an outpost with absolutely no energy. Polarbearz is almost dead too. I mean, almost everybody was getting wiped out there. Just a lot of great action. But yeah, that limited energy of the outpost now is really just, it makes the game so much more interesting because you can be over that outpost or you're heading towards it, but you're almost dead. You think you're fine, and lo and behold, your teammate sucked out all your power and you have nothing left to keep yourself alive.
I mean, the energy capacity has been actually increased in the recent patches, and recharge I think is a little bit faster. It's just that it favors energy over health. So if you're getting focus fired over your outpost, your energy is going to drain a lot, or the outpost energy is going to drain a lot faster. And Polarbearz going down to onlyyyphiL. Oh, and actually there was a Longhorn drop at the ledge by, I think that was WakeMeUp. Turkleton has been able to finish that off, but once again, the Heha Nonstop team has been pushed back all the way to the low ground on their on their top outpost. Oh, but two rollers over here going to cause a lot of trouble for this green team.
Great kill there by onlyyyphiL, taking out NuclearPizza right at the perfect time when they're about to deploy the rollers and the grinders. Exactly what they needed, when they needed it. Turkleton's getting half health on there, pretty low as well, needs to be careful. onlyyyphiL and RageFist almost both go down, but perfect time to get back to that outpost. So much 3-on-3 action right here. This is incredible AirMech action like you wouldn't believe. So close to death. Who's going to come out on top? The rolls and the grinders are absolutely demolishing everything that MeMo had. Polarbearz close to death. Turkleton close to death. Who's going to die? Who's going to live? God, this is insane. Crazy, man. Crazy
match. And MeMo is actually being pushed back. Team Heha Nonstop has actually been able to finish off a lot of their stuff. They lost a lot of tanks in the process, but the fight is all here. All 6 mechs are just crazy skirmishing up here, and yeah, so MeMo's getting pushed back to their upper right-hand corner.
Oh, 2 players of Heha is down right now, giving MeMo the opportunity that they need to possibly turn this back around again. All the grinders are dead, all the rollers are dead. 2 of the players were dead down. Exactly what MeMo needed to try to go ahead and push forward yet again, but everything in this game, all the focus, all the resources, all the money, everything is being spent right here in this one little spot. I mean, none of these players are really doing anything anywhere else.
Weirdly enough, the green team is moving out. Where they are moving to, I'm not really sure. Did they set them on capture? Did they set them on attack? I'm assuming the smarter move would be attack. And
let's see. Did they go left or right?
Yeah. Oh, they're going right, so they actually set them on capture.
That they did, but a single grinder is dropped, and it's amazing just how much damage these grinders can just absorb and how much damage that they can do. But I don't think right now that them pushing out was necessarily the best choice. There's so much here in defenses. Everything that they're going to send out is really going to get destroyed without any significant impact on the other end. And really looking at the map, they're really not using it as a distraction for anything else. I mean, pretty much a gigantic map like this, and essentially 80% of the map has been completely forgotten about.
I mean, it's a little bit, hard to move out with, not that many units. This entire fight at the top, they've been focusing all their efforts, like all 6 players have been focusing all their efforts at this top fight, and pretty much each of the teams have been losing units in this fight left and right. So, I mean, even though, let's just say we're already 7 minutes into the game, but like there's not really much for each of these teams to work with, because this entire fight at the top, like, units just keep dying. So what units are you going to send out? We do have a grinder drop at the bottom outpost, but Polarbearz already here to react to it, dropping a goalie, and we do have Turkleton here to support him as well. So that grinder will probably be finished off. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to get any killed. Nope, it does get microed away here. It does get killed. Smoking black units. Got to pick them up. Just FYI, guys.
Yeah, so close to death on there, but I mean, so much artillery coming out from MeMo, so many grinders and everything. We've got Berthas, Sonya's, Patch. I mean, all the real high-end, very expensive units are out on the field. Whoever loses this upper battle area right here is going to be in a major difference. We're basically at unit cap for both of these teams, 81 to 75 out on the field. Almost all the credit from both teams are being spent. So I mean, it's unbelievable the sheer amount of just resources, time, and expenditures being placed in this one little area. I'm really surprised that in a way that one one play, I mean, because there's so much action that's going on here that really one of the players on one of these teams could probably break away and not be noticed and be building up a complete force.
Oh, yeah.
Completely unrealized because there's really no scouting going on either.
Oh.
Complete force built up on some ledge somewhere. Oh, but this Devastator could change everything.
Right, yeah, they're right in the front. Does the Carbon team have Devastators in their loadout? No, they don't. So, I mean, they just have rollers. And I don't know how the Devastator roller interaction is. I would assume that the Devastator is, you know, way better. I don't know how cost-effective it is, but oh, and we do have two goalies here at the bottom island, NuclearPizza and Polarbearz with a third one. I think this island might actually go down to, well, now down to neutral. So the Carbon team does not have a, you know, a stationing point for their, you know, to pull out units. And 4 goalies here, all set on capture. They're gonna get, oh, 5. Oh man,
5.
And a 6. And that is going to be way too much for the Carbon team to handle. onlyyyphiL does decide to pull back. Yes, there's definitely way too many goalies there for you to handle, onlyyyphiL. That is 100% obvious at this point. You know, it's a little funny. I haven't noticed anyone grab the box yet because there's been so much stuff happening at the top. Oh, and Turkleton going down to onlyyyphiL, but right after, you know, Polarbearz on one of his teammates gets a kill, and now the green team will be able to grab this bottom outpost. Will they start to socket some moneymakers or some generators? Is the question.
I would say for sure generators. I mean, with the unit cap the way that it is, I think that's really why MeMo decided to focus on there, because they need some sort of advantage because of this gigantic top battle here. But they're really not careful with looking back at this top battle once again. That Devastator is smoking really hard and is getting hit by a lot of Bertha cannon fire. There's 3 Berthas out on the field, and it's pretty much all focusing onto that Devastator. Actually, did they lose the Devastator?
I think they did, actually.
Oh, no, there it is.
Oh, no, there it is, yeah.
They healed it. They healed it. They saved it pretty much, I think, just in time. But they need to push up much further than that because those Berthas are just going to annihilate everything out on the field. And taking a look, no, they do have a Sonya out on the field, but that Sonya is so far back that it's not going to be providing a lot of coverage for a lot of these closer units, and they're just being wiped out so quickly like tissue paper.
Yeah, I mean, there is this. See, if you look at this area that they're all fighting, there is sort of a choke point here, right in that middle. You see that really thin area, and on the left side, it's really wide and spacious. On the right side, on MeMo's side, there's not that much space to work with. So, I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons they haven't been able to get as good positioning in this, you know, leapfrog artillery kind of fight. Although there's not that much artillery out in the field for the Carbon team, just those 3 Berthas. Well, actually, that's plenty, to be honest. Oh, but we have a Carbon attack on the right side. They haven't been able to neutralize the outpost, but will they be able to bring any infantry to actually take it, or will this just serve as, you know, a slight hindrance to the green team? It does look like onlyyyphiL did go down, so it doesn't look like they're going to be able to take too much advantage. Oh, but Turk getting finished off by by WakeMeUp on the way out. And yeah, at this point, I don't know who's got the advantage. I mean, MeMo has the unit advantage. They have the bottom left outpost, that corner, that's 3 socket. If there's still okay, now finally they are putting actually stuff on the sockets, and there's actually 2 open sockets for the Carbon team, or for the green team. And 1 actually on the fort that's not occupied. Oh man, there's quite a lot of open sockets actually. So the green team could just fly around socket generators, make their unit advantage even larger, which is something that I would guess. This is one of the biggest artillery wars that I have seen in a long time. This reminds me back of early beta days of when every map was massive artillery wars. I do not recall the last time I've seen this many Bertha cannons out on the battlefield shooting at each other at the same time. But hold your horses, Steve.
Jammer days.
We have a long line of very, very heavy tanks coming for this left outpost, and I don't know. I would say that's probably too much for that Carbon team to handle. There is a lot of tanks coming out, and I don't think that the Carbon team can actually handle this. There's Devastators. There are lots of goalies and mechs supporting. It does look like they will lose this left outpost. 1 heavy mine is there, but it's not going to be able to kill that much as the goalies and the Devastators have a lot of health. Mortys do go down. It does look like the green team will be able to take this under their control, and that's probably going to be game, Steve. I don't see a way back for Heha Nonstop at this point.
That was the game-turning moment. That's exactly what I said quite a few minutes ago, that one of these 2 teams need to have somebody break off, go up on the side, and make some sort of move to make something happen. That could be it right here, because exactly, Heha has 66 unit cap, and basically 66 units are all stuck in this battle. A lot of being tied up in stuff like Bertha's and Sonya's. I mean, literally right now, I really feel that MeMo could take that entire push of Goliaths and Devastators, wheel it up over that outpost, and just keep pushing them on their way. I mean, there's nothing really that now, I mean, unless they give Heiha the time to build a defense around their base right at this second, their base is ripe for complete and utter annihilation.
Well, I mean, even if they don't...
The longer they wait, the worse it could be.
Well, it's sort of true and it's sort of not. Heiha Nonstop has been at their unit cap ever since they lost that left outpost, because, you know, the outposts do come with extra power. So at this point, MeMo doesn't really have to worry too much, because they can probably just assume that they are just at their unit cap. And so MeMo doesn't really need to worry too much about a defense going down, because Heiha Nonstop doesn't really have the power to spare to actually put them down.
And in a way, it's actually worse for them to try to focus on this upper battle right now, because every unit that they destroy gives Heiha the opportunity to build units in defense of their main base.
That's
right now, everything is tied up over there. I mean, even with the money that they have, they can't build the units to defend it. They'd have to be here ferrying over these tanks one by one, and it wouldn't happen fast enough.
But now we do have WakeMeUp selling off moneymakers to make some generators, and yeah, this is when MeMo should probably start thinking about, should they take advantage of, you know, further advantage.
Take a look at Polarbearz. Take a look at Polarbearz in that outpost right there. He's busy setting it up right now. He's going to do it. I think that he realizes, yeah, we need to do this sooner rather than later. It's clear he's getting that entire push up. WakeMeUp did just scout it, but there's nothing that they can do. They're at unit cap, everything's tied up there. WakeMeUp saw it and is busy, as you see. He's starting to try to bring stuff back now because he's worried, but he doesn't even have the support of his teammates. The rest of his teammates are still too worried about this meaningless area. I mean, at this point now, this area is meaningless.
I mean, they've lost. If you take a look, they've pretty much lost anyway.
And even so, I mean, okay, the unit cap is still down there, but no. Turkleton, if anything, do not destroy the unit. Let them live, so that way the unit cap is not available to be used.
WakeMeUp is at his credit cap at this point. Yeah, he really needs to start socketing generators so he can start spending money on, you know, very valuable units. The green team has been able to take that top outpost, so that does mean that in a couple seconds the carbon team will get into that dominating state, but I don't really think it's necessary. Lots of extremely heavy tanks coming for this carbon fort, and this game is probably... Oh yeah, with Seeker support, for sure. And yeah, that'll even further seal the deal. And now the carbon team is getting dominated, but is that really even a factor? There are so many goalies and even a Devastator here, and that is it. GG. Team MeMo taking this second and
moving on to the finals.
Oh yeah, second and apparently final game of the semifinals bracket P. So great job by Team MeMo, and extremely good game though by Heiha Nonstop. I thought they kind of had it at first with they were pushing MeMo back to that upper right hand corner. But you know, they were eventually able to take that bottom left island, and from there, just kept moving up, and MeMo was able to get this win. So congratulations to MeMo for moving on to the finals. Stay tuned for the last, potentially the last game, but could also just be game 2 out of 3 of the semifinals.